Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Series Playthrough, Episode 311, Final Fantasy XIII-2, Part 9. Last time... What did we finish last time? We finished Erba 300, didn't we? Yeah, that's what we did. Alright. Our next destination is Yashas Massif 110. I promise I don't know exactly where that is. We're going to look around for a minute. The Brescia Ruins 300. Ah, we've never opened this portal.
XIII AF.
There's the other portal.
Well, hello there, you two. I want to thank you again for your help.
I'll get them, though. I'll be clear.
I remember it being slightly, but not terribly dangerous here. It appears to no longer be the case. I should check. Is my mic working? Yes, it is. I might need a chocobo to get to this one. Nah, we're fine. Uh-oh, we're out of wild artifacts now.
Years ago, a never-before-seen paradox effect haunted.
Something is happening in the ruins of what was once the most prosperous city in the world. Many of the scientists and researchers who came to investigate the site have gone missing. And when they do, ominous sphere-shaped objects appear in their place. Mog seemed to know all about the orbs. He told us they're called the Rubies of Grief. They're manifestations of the remorse and sadness left by the unlucky souls who disappeared into the paradox. The orbs resonate with a powerful emotion sealed inside. What kind of message are they trying to tell us?
Hey Noel, do you feel that?
Yeah. It's like someone's talking to me inside my head.
Oh, evil Paradox, where did you take Millie? This is her sister, and I'm worried sick about her. It's all my fault. I can't believe I left her alone after our stupid argument. She must be furious. I need to see her again so I can apologize, but I don't know if I can or ever will. I've become a victim of this mishap too. I feel so guilty, so responsible. If only I'd been able to find the keepsake she was looking for.
What you heard were the voices of the tormented victims who disappeared into the void beyond, Kubo. Their grief and anguish remain here, Kubo.
I get it. So that's what that was. Is there anything we can do for them?
I'm with Noel. Let's help them find peace so they can go to a better place. I wonder what kind of person is brave enough to become a guardian.
This'll show you.
Too easy.
Come on, Mom.
Where am I? What
Found her.
happened to me? I think I got sucked into the paradox. I remember having an argument with my sister, and then I was here. But I know it's not her fault. It's not anyone's fault. I understand that. But if I know her, she's blaming herself for my disappearance. She must be so distraught. Can I ask a favor of you? If you see my sister, tell her that I love her very much, and that none of this was her fault. As much as I want to, I know I can't go home and tell her myself. I was swallowed up by the paradox. I was attacked by the monster. I just don't belong in this world anymore.
This'll show you.
You deserve a treat.
the ancient Cirrus was protected by a warrior blessed by the goddess.
The work we do here will help build a brighter future.
Welcome to the fall. We don't get along. It was a group of the cat. That's why some.
What? You have something from my sister. A wedding present for me. How can that be? She knew she was in danger, but she put my happiness first up until the very end. Thank you so much. There's nothing more I can ask now. I know I'll be able to see her again. Somewhere. Somehow.
I think it's safe to.
We could get this done a lot quicker if we had more people. They need to hire more employees, that's for sure.
Anyone? Can anyone hear me? I have a message. The searchlights aren't wired correctly. If this isn't dealt with immediately, it could lead to a horrible accident. I'm Abraham. I used to be the technician in charge. Fortunately, I disappeared before I could teach anyone how to do what I do. The current guy in charge isn't doing things by the book. Someone needs to tell him about this mistake.
I wish there was a way to cut down on our hours.
Welcome to my show.
I'm dealing with red chocobos here, Chocolina. I'm gonna need some... Yeah. 30 ought to be enough.
Everyone comes to meet us.
Wait, nope, wrong way.
I admire your sense of adventure, but steer clear of monsters.
You're not the boss of me, old man.
I've heard people say that the ruins are haunted, but they're joking, aren't they?
Come on, Mom.
You got questions about the searchlights? Then ask away. I'm your man. What? Someone told you that there's a problem with the way I do things around here? Who told you that? Whoever it was is a lying son of a gun! Ah, so I see you finally got your hands on a manual. Mind if I take a look at it? What in the... I thought my method was 100% by the book. This makes sense. With the way I currently have things set up, if there's a problem with one of the lights, it can cause all of the other lights to switch off, too. It looks like I need to make a few changes. If I continued to do things my way, it would have led to an awful accident. Guess I owe you a big thanks for pointing it out. A lot of what's in this manual is highly technical stuff. Did you figure it out on your own, or did you have someone explain it to you? If it's the latter, tell them I said thanks.
Go, Mom, the boat!
A terrorist, Mark. Uh-oh. Lost connection with my controller there for a second. I don't know why we lost connection, but we got connection back now. Just one moment.
Done.
Uh-oh, what is this?
I need help. I need help.
Oh, whatever it is dead now.
I'll bet the Cirrus was a fragile girl that everyone felt they had.
Years ago, people used to just
See, my message was delivered. Now I can rest in peace. Without a doubt, the current engineer is extremely skilled, just a little stubborn. Well, I suppose there's nothing else for me to do here. Thanks again for all your help. Well, that's stupid.
They need to hire more employees, that's for sure.
That is here a chest.
We can't give up the investigation now.
I don't want to work in this kind of environment for much longer. If I sense the slightest hint of danger, I'm out of here.
I wonder what kind of future the people of Padre envision for themselves. They say that the Cirrus was sentenced to severe punishment.
My name is Anal. I was a security officer out here investigating the disappearance of the Academy folk. People think they were accidentally swept away by a paradox, but we have a theory that their disappearance was intentional. The Academy constantly receives threats from terrorist organizations. If they're behind this too, I'm sure there's proof somewhere. We searched the area for some sort of evidence. Did you find that emblem around here? That's the sanctum symbol drawn in blood. It's the signature of the extremists from the days of the Foul Sea. I'm sure they wanted to take down the Academy. The team that disappeared was investigating the time distortion that occurred here many years ago. The Cirrus used her powers to seal the disturbance, but now no one out there knows the truth. I pray nothing like that will ever happen again.
I wonder, how did the Cirrus of Padre seal the paradox? Did she interfere with the timeline?
As far as I know, Farseers generally avoid tampering with time. But if that's what she did, they must have been dealing with something much worse than anything we've ever seen before.
The distortion that emerged in the city started to spread like a plague, Kubao. If it wasn't stopped, it would have swallowed the whole realm, Kubao.
I see. So that was the only option left for her to make sure the entire city wasn't destroyed.
Years ago, people used to just disappear from this site.
Let's complete the map while we're here. Assuming, of course, that we can. What do you got for me?
This rift is part of the paradox that was sealed by the Seeress Cabal.
No, the ancient seal has been broken? No, we have to stop this before someone gets hurt.
I hear you. Let's go!
Four hands of time. Uh-oh, we're also being timed. That was a mistake. I should have started with the ones. Okay. Start with 2. That's it. Start with 2. Yeah, these are all timed. We might have to get the tablet out again. Okay. So 3, 2. Timed again. 3, 2, 1, 2. And we lose. Alright, it showed me mercy on that one. This one we might actually have to write down. Can I get close enough? Yes, I can. Setting my controller down and getting my tablet. Assuming that I didn't leave my tablet at work. Which is something I could have done. No, it's... Alright. Well, if it's anything like the last one, this is going to keep us busy for a little while. Okay. So, we have 3. 3, 4, 3, 5, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. I'm going to go from 5 to 5. 5, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5. And those will be A, B, C, D, E, F, E, H, I, J, and K. Yes, but it's slightly less complicated than the last one we had to do. That's good. Alright, we're going to start at A. One, two, three, four, five. That leads to D. D is a 3. 2, 3. Leads to D. 1, 2, 3. That leads us back to A. So that is dead. We go back to D. 1, 2, 3. That leads us back to G. That is dead. It's fruit. Is dead. Okay, G. 1, 2, 3. That gets us to J. J is a 3, so we already know going left is dead. So we go right. 2, 3. That gets us to B. B is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets us to I. I is also a 4. 4, that gets us to E. E is a 1. That gets us to B. B is a 3. Takes us back to A. That is dead. D takes us back to G, which is also dead. So that route dead. Back to E. So if we go one to the right, that gets us to F, which is a 3. So 1, 2, 3, that gets us to C. C is a 2, that will take us back to A if we go that way. If we go the other way, that gets us back to E, which is death. So F, we go back to F. 1, 2, 3, that gets us back to I, which is death. We go back to I. 2, 3, 4. That gets us back to B, which is death. So this entire branch is death. Okay, B. So 2, 3, 4. That gets us to F. That gets us to C. 2 takes us back to A, that's death. Right, that gets us to E, which is currently safe. E is a 1, that gets us to D, which is currently safe. We can't go either direction off D, that's a dead end. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. D is not the direction to go. E, go to F. We've already been to F. That is dead. F3, I, 4, E. Still death. Death, that's also death. From I. 4 gets B, which is death, which collapses us all the way back to A. That route is death. If we go the other way from A, 1, 2, 5, that gets us to F. 2, 3, that gets us to C. 2 back to A. 2 that gets us to E. 1 gets us to D. 3 back to A. 3 that gets us to B, which is currently safe. Takes us back to D, which is death. 3 that gets us to J. J is a 3, which means that's death. 3 that gets us to B. We're at B. 1, 2, 3, 4. I, which is safe. 4, that gets back to E, which is death. Back to B. I may have got 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Death. This is death. From B, right, 2, 4, which gets us to F, which is death. Okay. Collapses back to E. Right. F, which is death. That collapses back to F. F. 3, that gets I. 4. E. E. Death. D. Death. 3 gets J. B. death. 4 gets us back to F, which is death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oop. That's death. We go to F, that is death. I go 4 gets us to B. Okay, we're back at B. 4 gets us back to I, which is death. 4 gets F, which is death. Okay, we now know that starting with A never wins. Okay, so now we'll start with B. 1, 2, 4 gets us to I. 4 gets us to E. 1 that gets us to B. 3 that gets us to A. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B. 3 that takes us back to D, that is death. Let's go the other way. 1, 2, 3 that gets us to J. Okay. J, that would take us back to G. 1, 2, 3. That would get us back to B, so we'll get 1, 2, 6, 7. That's death. Back to A. 5. F. 3 that gets C. 2 that takes us back to A. 2 takes us back to E, which is death. 7. Okay. F. 3 takes us back to I, which is death. All of that is death. E, 1, 2, 3. E. Left is death. Right. 1, 2, 3. That gets us to J. Left is death. 1, 2, 3. It gets us back to B. That is death. Alright. E. F. 3. That gets C. Left is death. No. Left gets us to A. A is fine. Eight. 2, 3, 5. B. That gets us back to B. 3 takes us back to A's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. X. The other way. 3 that gets us back to D. That is death. D. 1, 2, 3 that gets us to J. That is death. 3 gets us back to B, which is death. A. 5 gets us back to F, which is death. C. 2 gets us back to E, which is death. F. 3 that gets us I, which is death. I. 4 takes us back to B, which is death. Okay. That side of B is 2. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is F. 3, that is C. 2, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is E. 3, that is D. 3, that's back to A, that is death. The other way takes us back to G. 1, 2, 3, that's J. 3. Death. 3. Death. Right. B isn't sounding hopeful either, guys. 5. That is death. E. E, which always fails. But doesn't fail that time. Doesn't fail in either direction. Okay. A. 1, 2, 3, 5. D. 3, D, that is death. 3, that gets me day. Back to G. 3 gets D. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F, that's fail. D. 3, that is D. B, that fails. A, not. Left fails. Right takes us back to B. That fails. Okay. B is death. 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 Okay. One, two, three. I. That fails. Right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have now confirmed that B is also death. Okay, need to AFK for a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I think going through A and B, we never landed on H or K. So I think I'm going to start this one on H. Because H will directly land us on K. Well, it can if we go right, but I'm going to go left first. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Gets us to E. 1 gets us to B. 3 gets us to A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets us to B. 3 gets us back to D. That is a failure. Okay. 3 gets us to A. And boom. Left is also a failure. Go right from J. 1, 2, 3 gets us to B. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us to I. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us to E, which fails. 2, 3, 4 gets us to B, which fails. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4 gets us to F. Good. 2, 3 gets us to C. 2 gets us to A, which fails. 2 gets us to E, which fails. 8. 3 gets us to I. Okay. Second. Clean up here. I. 3, 4 gets us back to E, which fails. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us back to B, which fails. Which cascades us back to A. We go the other way from A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F. 3 gets us to C. 1, 2 gets us back to A, which fails. Gets to E, which fails. F, we go over 1, 2, 3 gets us to I. That's I. Why did I make it look so much like an E? Four gets us back to E, which fails. 3, 4 gets us to B, which is currently a fair direction to go. Do some clean up here. B. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us back to I, which fails. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us to F, which fails. Alright, that cascades us back to D. 3 that gets us to G. Left fails. Right. 1, 2, 3 gets us to J. Left fails. Right. 1, 2, 3 that gets us to B. 2, 4 gets us to I. 2, 4 gets us back to E. That fails. 2, 4 gets us back to B, fails. 8. 4 that gets us F. 3 that gets us to C. Fails and fails. 3 that gets us to A. 4 fails. 4 that fails. Right, cascades. F. 3 that gets to C. 2 that gets to A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D. 3 that gets to D. 3 back to A. Fail. 1, 2, 3 that gets us back to G. Fail. E. 3 that gets to K. B. 1, 2. B. B is currently safe. 4 gets to A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fails. Back to B, which fails. F, which fails. A, 5 gets to F, which fails. C, 2 gets to which fails. F, 3 gets to clear up the mess. Four, E, which fails. 4 gets to B. Fail. 4, F, which fails. Okay, we know we cannot go left from H. Or clockwise from H. So, we need to go other way. 3, which gets us to K. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets us to F. 3, C. 2 that gets us to A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D. 2, 3 gets us to E. Gets us back to A. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. And that fails. Fails. E. 1, 2, 3 gets to A. And that will fail. 3 B, which is currently safe. 1, 4 gets I. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us to E. Currently safe. And what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. So, which letter are we missing? Go from E to D. That wins. Make sure we have everything here. A, B, C, D, E, F, E, H, I, J, K. Okay, everything is here. So we start at H. And H is... Start at this one. We go to K. Is at 5. K. Okay, to the left. Back this way. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Okay. Open there. 1, 2, 3. There. Turn left. There. Keep going left. 2, 3, 5. There. That's not what I would do. Undo all that out. That's our starting point. Go here first. Okay. F. One, 2. Three, 2, 1, 2, 5. Now we go the other way. 1, 3, 7. Going that way. 3, 8. Now we go the other way. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That is 10. And that is 11. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. So, start with this 3. Go to this 5. Then we go with this 3. Go to this 2. Go to this 5. And then go to this 7, this 3. Go to 8. This 4. This 1. This 3. Please be done. Okay, good. Ooh.
We stepped into the rift and solved the paradox. It was the same paradox, the same ancient threat that Yule had banished into the void beyond so long ago. The Seeress distorted the timeline to save an entire city. But I have to wonder, what went through her mind as she performed such an act? Did she know how her intervention would change things? Did she look into the future? Was she able to see the consequences of what she did?
Alright. Turn to the Historia Crux. Now we go to Yasha's Masi Inn.
Time and memory, frozen in crystal. Sarah is reunited with Hope, now 10 years older.
So you're the ones who defeated Atlas.
He's a grad.
Would you mind giving me a hand? I need to find something.
You found my watch? Wow, this is it. This is... And there's barely a scratch on it. How is that even possible? It fell from such a great distance. It looks like the date is off a little, though. But amazingly, other than that, everything else looks intact. Once I adjust the date, it'll be as good as new. The store owner really meant it when he said that watch would last for over 10,000 years. I thought he was joking then, but now I have proof he was telling the truth. I bought it from a little shop called Lenora's Garage in the town of New Bodom. They really know how to make things that last. You should check it out when you get a chance. It's just about my favorite shop on Pulse.
Alright, back to the crux.
The ancient city of the Farseers has become the site of a terrifying phenomenon. The first stage was a noticeable disruption in the local space-time. Next, members of the Academy research team began to vanish, one by one. Finally, as if to replace the missing people, floating crimson spheres appeared in their stead. It was not long before rumors of the Padra Ruins' curse started to spread.
How many people have gone missing so far? We should leave this in the hands of the military. My colleagues are dying.
Awesome!
The ruins are like a book, telling us about the past.
You did it!
You got this.
Come on, Cabell!
Well, oops. I think we've got him. Yeah, we got him. Rather not find another one though, they take a long time to kill.
Found remains of what could have been a monster attack.
Could our research be causing the disappearances?
I'm Carl. This is the last place I was alive. I don't have any regrets. My life was pretty fantastic. I had a lovely wife and daughter. I loved my job, and I died doing what I was passionate about. It was just so unexpected. You know, I had this daily ritual where I come to work, and the first thing I do is look at my daughter's picture. But that day, the paradox swallowed me up before I could do so. I don't think that was the one I was supposed to talk to. But we'll see. So it was in the middle of the upper part of the Acropolis. And that's in the middle of the upper part of the Acropolis, but maybe they meant the top of the Acropolis?
Records show that an evil monster was behind its destruction.
How many people have gone missing so far?
Arnie up here. That had to be the right one.
Go, Mog.
The ruins are like a book, telling us about the past.
It doesn't seem to be linked with the war.
Lots of people have gone missing around here.
Recognize that picture frame. That's mine. I can't thank you enough. Just looking at my little girl's smile every morning gets me through the hardest of days. Bet she's grown up so much. How I wish I could see her. But I need to stop thinking this and move on. I had a wonderful life. No regrets. You're too kind for granting me my last wish. May the goddess bless you with good fortune.
I won't be able to complete my thesis if I leave now.
Enjoying a little hiking trip, are we?
I suppose I'd better be careful too.
My colleagues are dying.
Come on,
Why didn't you notice that was there, Mog? I'm like a seed that never sprouted. I feel like I had some kind of potential I was never able to discover. I spent my life researching the history of Grand Pulse. I died before I could do anything with the knowledge I had. I'm like a seed, dying within the soil. No chance of seeing sunlight. My life ended before I could really flourish. I can't help but think of what I could be doing if I were still alive. Will you help me with my dilemma?
How many people have gone missing so far?
It doesn't seem to be linked with the War of Transgression.
I'm not responsible for your well-being.
Records show that an evil monster was behind it. It's as if they were all consumed by the paradox.
Enjoying a little hiking trip, are we?
An awful tragedy took place here many years ago.
Just realized I've been picking up stuff that I've seen as I go. I may already have the item I need.
Lots of people have gone missing around here.
Okay, still need to find it.
Who knew this area would be so dangerous?
How many people have gone missing so far?
What I've learned here is that life has always been hard, no matter what the era.
I won't be able to complete my thesis if I leave now.
Was it really an ancient war that destroyed the city of Padra?
I'm this close to finding the answer.
We should leave this in the hands of the military.
on, Mom.
Okay, there we go.
I see.
I'm this close to finding the answer.
Enjoying a little hiking trip, are we?
Is that a flower bulb? I see you're giving me my chance to sprout, to grow. Never had the chance to do anything special, but I know I can care for this and make it grow. I'm going to show it this love and attention until it blooms into a flower so beautiful that it brightens everyone's day. If you have a second, can you plant it somewhere close? I would do it if I could, but I can't. It says, speak with the red orb, found on your way to the eastern part of the southernmost point. Okay. My name is Serena. Do you have time to listen to my story? I feel awful about what I did to my best friend. She loved to sing and invited me to her first concert. I promised her I'd tell her exactly what I thought of it. When the show was over, I typed her a message, but it was swallowed up by the paradox before I could send it. I promised her my honest feedback. If only someone could send her that message for me. You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Now all I need to do is find a way to send this to my friend. Could you... But you know, I've been thinking, if my friend receives a message from someone who's supposed to be dead, it's gonna scare her to bits. I don't want to frighten her or anything, so please do me a favor and don't send the message I wrote to her. Ghost rethinking rethinking what it wants. We're so close. I can't believe things unraveled the way they did. I came here to find the Tablet of Seals, an invaluable relic of ancient city of Padra. When I finally found it, I was immediately swept away by the paradox. My dream was to make the front page of the paper. Gorgeous and talented scientist makes amazing discovery. I found the tablet near the Fallacy excavation site. Now I want to decode it before anyone else. I already have the thing. Yeah. Is that the tablet you have there? Do you mind if I take a look at it? Can this be true? It says a horrible monster appeared in ancient Padra. The town would have been wiped out if the Seers hadn't banished the creature in the nick of time. That means the beast is sealed somewhere in this area. You've done so much for me already, but do you think you could find out more about this creature?
I'm curious. The creature that the Seers banished? What kind of monster was it? And what exactly happened to the city of Padra?
Maybe we can find some sort of answer in the ruins.
Is this one timed? Yes. Yes, it is. Because why wouldn't it be? Oh, this one isn't timed. Well, I have Googled a solver for these. Because I'd rather not spend another half hour solving one of these. Five, 1, 5, 5, 3, 1, 4, 4. That didn't work. I must have entered something incorrectly. Alright. 3, 5, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1. Solve. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 1, 3. Alright. 3, 1, 6, 5, 3, 4, 4, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6. Start with this 3. Oh, it's not even time. This 4. that.
I'm not responsible for your well-being.
We found remains of what could have been a monster attack.
This rift is from many centuries ago, Kubel. It was sealed by...
Ancient seal from centuries ago. You have to be talking about a spell cast by the Cirrus.
Come on, man. We have to go and fix the paradox.
This one here is starting off assuming you know how to play this. So 2, 4, 1, 5, 2, 5, 5, 2, 4, 3. Solve. Three, 4, 1, 1, 5, 3, 2, 2, 1. Two, 1, 1, 5, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Solve. Start here. That it?
There's a story that's been passed down for generations that the people of my time believed was true. Long ago, a bloodthirsty monster attacked the city of Padra and wreaked havoc on its residents. Only a lone seeress had the strength to seal the beast. I had a strong feeling we were going to encounter that monster in the labyrinth. But we didn't. There was no trace of him anywhere. Still, something was wrong. I couldn't help thinking there was something we couldn't see, hidden from us. I was overcome with a sense of unease.
Alright, we've got some reading to do, but not quite yet.
Don't go disappearing on us now.
Alright, let's do our reading. The Crimson Orbs hold the memories and remorse of people who were taken from the world through tears and tears in the fabric of time. The spheres hover silently above the ground until someone draws near whose heart is sensitive enough to hear the message. The Crimson Orbs are born as a rite of penance, sealed in time. The stronger the remorse, the greater the price that must be paid before the burden can be lifted. Eidolons are beasts that dwell in Valhalla. L'Cie, chosen by Etro, are pitted against Eidolons in trial by combat. Those who emerge triumphant receive a crystal called Eidolith, which they may use to summon the beast to fight at their side. The weak must obey the strong. This is the inviolable law of Valhalla. Like any other denizen of the unseen realm, Eidolons are bound to answer every call of their master. In the city of Padra sits a fal'Cie, sent there by the mighty god Pulse. The fal'Cie channels the visions of the Farseer seeress and records records what she sees on the Oracle Drive. The people of Padra pay homage to the fal'Cie and worship Pulse, who stands above. Devotedly, they bow their heads to the fal'Cie and their prophecies. Fearfully, they kneel before Etro, the goddess of death whom the seeress serves. In ancient times, there was a mighty spell that could summon meteorites and cast them upon the heads of foes. The meteorites had crystalline cores, grown abnormally large in another space-time. The attributes of the meteorite would differ depending on the nature of its core crystal. Some meteorites even held within them rare otherworldly crystals known as artifacts, which in special circumstances might be used to open portals to other places and other times. Caius, the peerless hero celebrated in Padra legend, was a guardian, appointed to serve and protect the Seeress. The saga sung of his countless victories, foes vanquished in the thousands. He was called Caius of the Ballads, but despite his renown, none knew his true origin. He took the name Ballad because of the one battle that nearly killed him. The foe was a fellow warrior of the Farseers. Overwhelmed by the strength and skill of his opponents, Caius was driven back and back, until it was only a matter of time before the final blow would fall. But their duel was interrupted by an enemy attack, and during the ensuing battle, Caius' opponent gave his life defending the Seeress. Caius believed that it was he who should have fallen in her defense. Thus, to honor the fallen warrior, the most famous of the prophecies left by the seeress Padra Nusu-Yul concerns the descent of a monster Ragnarok in the great battle of Cocoon. Long before this came to pass, the seeress named the two sisters who would summon the beast. They shall come from the far north, and the black-haired one shall be of the family Yun, and the red-haired one of the family Dia. The truth of the prophecy was later confirmed by the priests of Erba. At the height of Padra civilization, the seeress Padra Nusu-Yul of the Farseers prophesied its destruction. Sorry, I lost my place. In one of history's greatest ironies, the prophecy itself ignited the civil war that destroyed the nation. The seeress realized that her very words had the power to change history and the future, and so, with her guardian Caius and a few select escorts, she left the city for the wilderness. She covered her face with a veil, cast off the crown that made her ruler of Padra, and became simply Yul the Seeress. Soon after that, she and her small band of followers disappeared from the pages of history. Hark, and hear the secret words of the Farseers. Only those blessed with chaos by the goddess may travel the portals of time. Even the foul sea, with all their great power, could not enchant the blessed and make them turn against the goddess. The goddess's protection is nearly absolute. Hark and hear the true words of the Farseers. On the day that the power of the Lassie shook Cocoon from the sky, the goddess took pity on the people. Sorry, I'm starting to fall asleep over here, guys, so I keep losing my place. On the day that the power of the Lassie shook Cocoon from the sky, the goddess took pity on the people, forgave them their sins, and reached out a hand of salvation. In that instant, two sisters were touched by Valhalla's might, and chaos was settled deep in their hearts. The symbol of Valhalla that shines on their garb is proof of their status. Hark and hear the sacred words of the Farseers. The weak must obey the strong. This is the inviolable law of Valhalla. Each monster that falls in battle becomes the servant of the victor. For those whose hearts brim full with chaos, the power to bend monsters to their will extends beyond the borders of the unseen realm. The legends, or the upgrades we do on wristwatches, make them pretty much indestructible. It all started with Snow asked us to customize a watch for him, with a guarantee that it could survive absolutely anything he might throw at it. Not sure why he'd want to try and wreck his own watch, but the customer knows best. Not sure why he'd want to try and wreck his own watch, but the customer knows best, I guess. Because the way Snow runs around like a behemoth with his head cut off, I figure he should worry more about himself than his watch. People complained about how the earlier models looked, so we brought up my pal Yuge on board to spiff up the design. If anyone knows anything about machining outfits, it's Yuge. I passed by someone when I was in the Historia Crux. He was sleeping, just bobbing along time's current. I didn't get a good look at him, but the crazy hair looked really familiar. It was Saz. I bet my favorite bandana on it. Thing is, I last heard he was piloting some airship. I hope he didn't get caught up in any of this trouble. He's had enough bad luck for one lifetime. Alright. 18... Yep, not quite there. We will level up next time, guys. But we're going to call it here for tonight, and I will be back tomorrow with more Factorio. Until then, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time, and have a good night.